What's going on, everybody? We've got a strong Sunday baseball slate, and this one gives us a lot to work with. There are some teams in good form, some teams trending the wrong way, and a few matchups where the edge comes down to pitching form, bullpen trust, and which club is handling its business better right now. Let's go through the board. First up, Cincinnati taking on Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh comes into this one with a real chance to keep momentum going. They've been better against right-handed pitching in June, and that matters here because Cincinnati has not been as strong in those spots this month. The Pirates also appear to have the bullpen edge, and that can be a big deal in a game that projects to be competitive. Cincinnati has had some good moments, but the road numbers and the recent trends against right-handed pitching make this a tougher ask. The Reds have had their ups and downs, and while they can absolutely compete, this is a spot where Pittsburgh's recent form gives them the cleaner path. My best pick is Pittsburgh on the money line. Next, Washington heading to Baltimore. Baltimore has the better overall spot here, especially with the way they've been playing recently. Washington has had some strong team-wide numbers at points this year, but the bullpen has been a major issue, and that is hard to ignore when you're looking at a full game. Baltimore has also been much better positioned to take advantage of this matchup. Their offense has more of a chance to get going early, and the team has been putting together enough quality pitching to make me comfortable backing them. Washington has shown some fight, but the inconsistency has been a recurring problem. My best pick is Baltimore on the money line. Next up, Texas heading to Toronto. Texas has been showing more life lately, and that gives them some appeal in this matchup. The Rangers have been able to string together better results, and their recent form suggests they are more trustworthy than the price may indicate. Toronto, meanwhile, has not looked like a team that deserves a big favorite role right now. The Blue Jays have had trouble looking dominant, and that creates value on the road side. Texas has been playing with enough confidence to make this a live underdog spot, especially if the market continues to overvalue Toronto's name recognition and home field. My best pick is Texas on the money line. Next, Arizona heading to Tampa Bay. This is a tough spot for Arizona because the matchup leans heavily toward Tampa Bay on the pitching side. Arizona has had a rough season overall, and they have not been consistent enough to make me comfortable with them in this price range. Their offense has also been disappointing, which is a concern against a team that can lean on better overall structure. Tampa Bay has had some issues too, but the home profile is strong and that matters a lot here. Even if the offense has been a little uneven, the Rays have enough going for them to be the side I trust more. Arizona has also not shown enough to suggest they can consistently handle this kind of matchup on the road. My best pick is Tampa Bay on the run line. Next, Houston taking on Detroit. This is one of the better games on the slate from a competitiveness standpoint, but I still lean Houston. The Astros have been getting better production out of their pitching, and the team has the kind of quality edge that matters in a matchup like this. Their bats have also been more dependable against right-handed pitching this month. Detroit has some things going for it, and the season has not been a disaster, but there are still too many spots where the Tigers feel a little more fragile than Houston. In a game that features a strong pitching matchup, I still trust the Astros' overall consistency more. My best pick is Houston on the money line. Next, Philadelphia heading to New York. This is probably the toughest game on the board to feel great about, but the Phillies still make some sense. They have the better bullpen, and that matters a lot in a game where the starting situation for New York is not fully clear. Philadelphia has also been in better shape offensively, even with some recent control concerns from their side of the pitching matchup. The Mets have been a mess overall, and that makes it hard to back them with confidence. Even if Philadelphia has some shaky spots of its own, the overall team profile is still better. This feels more like a game where the Phillies can win a lower scoring contest if their pitching holds up and they get enough timely production. My best pick is Philadelphia to win. Next, Seattle taking on Cleveland. Cleveland is the side I like here. Their home pitching profile has been strong, and that's one of the biggest factors in this matchup. Seattle has not been especially dangerous offensively lately, and that gives Cleveland a real chance to control the game. The Guardians have been much more comfortable at home than they have on the road, and this is the kind of game where that matters. Seattle's offense has struggled enough to make them vulnerable against a team with a strong home pitching environment. My best pick is Cleveland on the money line. For the total, this also has a lower scoring feel, so the under is worth a look. Next, Chicago heading to Milwaukee. Milwaukee is the stronger side here. They've been more consistent, more efficient, and better suited to handle this type of matchup. Their pitching staff has been holding up well, and the offense is doing enough to keep pressure on opposing teams without needing huge power numbers. Chicago has had some positive offensive stretches, but I still don't fully trust that form to hold up against a team like Milwaukee. The Brewers are a smarter, more balanced club right now, and that makes them the better play at home. My best pick is Milwaukee on the run line. Next, Colorado heading to Minnesota. This is one of the better value spots on the board. Colorado has some offensive ability and has actually shown improved numbers in a few areas, but the pitching is still a major issue. That keeps them from being a team I want to trust too heavily in a road spot like this. Minnesota has been much more reliable at home, and while they have had bullpen issues, their overall structure is still better than Colorado's. The Twins should be able to use their home field and better consistency to put themselves in position to win. My best pick is Minnesota to win. Next up, Kansas City taking on Chicago. This is a spot where home field matters a lot. Chicago has been better at home, and the Royals have not been reliable enough on the road to make me want to trust them here. The White Sox have had enough pitching success in their home environment to deserve the edge. Kansas City has had some decent season-long numbers in a few spots, but the inconsistency has been too much. That makes the White Sox the better side in this setting. My best pick is Chicago to win. Next, Miami heading to St. Louis. Miami has been a tougher team than a lot of people expected. Their bullpen has been a real strength, and that gives them a chance in road games like this. They've also shown enough offensive growth to stay competitive against a Cardinals team that has not fully separated itself from the pack. St. Louis has talent, but the overall season has been more middle of the road than dominant. That gives Miami some value as an underdog, especially if the pitching stays solid and the game stays tight into the later innings. My best pick is Miami on the money line. Next, Los Angeles taking on the Athletics. This is a spot where the Athletics are the side I trust more. Their offense has been one of the better stories on the board, and even though the bullpen is still a concern, the overall team profile is strong enough to make them live here. The Angels have been inconsistent and have not matched the Athletics' level of production. The A's also have a better chance to turn this into a game where they control the scoreboard rather than chase it. That makes them the better side at home. My best pick is Athletics on the money line. Next, Atlanta heading to San Francisco. San Francisco is very live here because of the home setting and the current pitching form. Atlanta has had some offensive issues lately, and that makes it harder to trust them in a road game against a team that can keep things tight. The Giants have not been a great offensive team overall, but they have been much better when the pitching is right. Atlanta has not been as sharp in recent games, and that gives San Francisco a real path to getting the result. My best pick is San Francisco on the money line. Next, San Diego taking on Los Angeles. The Dodgers are the stronger side here. They've got the better overall lineup profile, they've been more consistent, and they're the kind of team that can punish even good pitching when they get into rhythm. San Diego has had some strong moments, but the gap in team quality still leans toward Los Angeles. The total is also interesting because both teams can produce enough offense to push the number higher. That makes the over worth a look depending on how the market opens. For the side, I like the Dodgers, but my best pick here is over the total. Last game on the board, New York heading to Boston. Boston is the side I like here. They've had the better recent pitching performance, especially in terms of starting form and how the team has handled quality opponents. New York has had a tougher stretch offensively, and that matters a lot in a game where the market may still be giving them too much respect. The Red Sox also have a home environment that can help them in a matchup like this. If they can get enough runs early and keep pressure on, they're in a good spot to close the game out. My best pick is Boston on the money line. So that's the board. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with somebody who's betting these games tonight. It helps the channel a lot, and it lets me keep bringing you these daily picks and breakdowns. And I'll catch you in the next one.